I did the board vitals. I didn't pass. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lori. If you are new here, I am a family nurse practitioner, and in today's video, I am going to be talking to you guys about the AANP examination. This is a follow-up video from my last video where I talked about the AANC versus the AANP, and in that video I told you guys I will do a separate video about the AANP examination because that is the examination I took. So if you are a nurse practitioner student or a newly graduated nurse practitioner and you're trying to decide between one or the other, check out that video first. And then if you are a student who have failed the AANP examination, stay on this video because I'm going to be sharing with you guys different tips and what I did after I failed that examination that kind of helped me to pass. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed, and don't forget to click that notification button so you are not missing out on any of my videos. All right, let's get into this video. So the AANP examination, that acronym stands for the American Association for Nurse Practitioners, and the examination pretty much consists of 150 questions. 150 questions, but they only score you on 135 of those questions. You need a score of 500 to pass. And guys, when I failed it, my score was 495. The thing about the AANP examination, you only get asked questions about clinical stuff. You don't get any nursing theory, you don't get any Medicaid, you don't get any of that in which you get in the ANCC examination. They test you primarily on assessment. How are you assessing your patient? What would you diagnose? What is your plan? What is your evaluation? So those are pretty much what the exam asks you, and that is pretty much it. I know when I took the exam in 2018, and I got questions in pediatrics, I got question in OB. In the pediatric section, I got a lot of milestones questions and vaccination questions, so be on the lookout for that. The cost of the exam is $240 if you are a member of the AANP, and if you're not a member, it is $315. You can actually make a profile if you're a student 6 months before you graduate. You can start the process and application process online to sit to take the examination, but of course it's not going to be completed because they do need a transcript from your school saying that you finish all the didactics and all of that to sit the exam and take the examination. Now, I will tell you that when I was preparing for this examination, I did 3 review courses, and when I failed it, I did Fitzgerald review, and I also did Barkley. I didn't pay for any of these review. Let me say that. Not that I think it matters if I didn't use my own money to pay or not. After I failed it, I paid for the leak review course. So the leak review course, I did it at home. I was in my house for like 5 days. I did a review for 3 days, and it was a web review, and I do believe that review course is really what helped me to pass the examination. If you have failed the exam, don't fret, don't stress. I know the feeling because I failed it, and I do know the feeling, but of course, you can retake it. The AANP examination, to retest, you can only do the exam twice in 1 year. You are allowed 3 hours to take the examination. Yes, it's 150 questions, but they give you 3 hours. And I do think 3 hours is plenty of time to do 150 questions because I was never in there for more than 2 hours taking the examination or less. Unlike the NCLEX, where you sit and wait 3 days, you are told right away, preliminary, from a printout that passed or not pass. So I got a printout that said not pass, and then I got a printout the next time when I passed that says pass, and that's a preliminary, but 9 times out of 10 it's accurate. Actually, I've never heard anyone that said they had a preliminary that said that they passed and they didn't, or vice versa. So I think it's pretty much accurate. If you fail, or even when you pass, they do send you something in the mail to tell you what was your weakest point. So they'll tell you this was your weakest point, evaluation was your weakest, or your assessment was your weakest. So it tells you what area you were stronger at and what area you were weaker on. Of course, they're not going to give you any form of like, oh, this question. They're not doing that because, of course, they repeat these questions for students. I also will tell you that The AANP has a practice examination. It costs like $50. I did it. Did it help me? Not really. Honestly, I don't think it really helped me, but I did pay the $50 and I did do the practice examination. I also did board vitals. I did, let me see, because I still have a couple of things on my phone. So I had 2 apps on my phone that I would use and answer questions when I was sitting down and just kind of scrolling through my phone. So I had something called the FNP Q&A, and I also had NP prep questions. I also paid for board vitals when I was doing this examination. Some people said that if you did board vitals, you're shoo-in to pass. Listen, I did the board vitals, I didn't pass. So I don't know. It all depends on how you're studying, what your study methods are, what works best for you. I do believe that once I did LEAK, that is what helped me to pass that board exam. So I kind of just wanted to come on here and share with you guys some tips and the different things that I use that helped me to pass after I failed the examination, because I do know that in a perfect world, no one would fail anything. Oh, it's not a perfect world. Some people do fail on their first attempt. Some people pass. It is what it is. It does not make you less than or not a great provider if you had failed the board exam. Nothing like that. So I hope this helps you guys out. Let me know in the comments down below how you studied for the board exam and what materials you use and what helped you to pass. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys up on my next one. Bye, guys.